Alright, let's try this silly stream again. Alright. Should hopefully continue working. So we will start with a intro sequence. I have already started all this. I have played through this. But I have decided to kind of stream Train Sim World. I haven't done this in a few months now, but it should hopefully be, well, kind of fun. So we will see about that. The game I got a while back and absolutely enjoyed it is, how should I put it? It has its issues, I will admit, but ooh, that's a little on the
Welcome
louder
to
side,
Train Sim World.
for me anyway.
We are delighted to offer you the position of railroad engineer on our Keystone subdivision. Your application was outstanding, and we are excited about what you will bring to the daily operations of Cumberland Terminal. We would like you to commence immediately, and will provide all required training at our Cumberland facility.
There we go. So press E. Oh,
Hand-eye coordination is critical to operating locomotives on a railroad. Look down at the ground, up at the sky, left and right.
yeah, yeah. It's already been said.
There are many things that are not operated from a locomotive cab, so you'll be on your feet for a fair portion of the time. Stretch your legs for a few seconds to get warmed up.
There. Toss the switch a couple times.
That's the physical portion of your training complete. Head over and climb aboard a locomotive.
Yeah, it just gives me these two.
Open the cab door and proceed inside.
There we go. Well, let me
To take
close
control,
that.
you'll want the engineer's seat. Head over and sit down.
There we go. There we go.
When sat in the engineer's seat of a locomotive, the driving heads-up display will appear in the bottom right corner. This HUD shows key information about the state of the locomotive while you are driving. The dials on the right display brake system pressures. Along the bottom are the direction, throttle, and brake type indicators. Finally,
It won't let me
the
change
exclamation
anything.
mark on the left is the safety warning indicator, known as the alerter. This will illuminate when something requires your attention and must be acknowledged. Safety always comes first on the railroad. So to start with, we need to let those around us know this locomotive is operational. Begin by turning the forward headlights control to bright.
That one.
There are 3 key controls to operating this locomotive: the reverser, brakes, and throttle.
Of course,
The
this is all
reverser
keyboard
determines
controllable,
direction
too.
of travel. Put this into forward. To the left is the auto brake, which applies brakes along the entire length of the train. Let's move this to release. We're about to move, so make 2 blasts of the horn to alert anyone around. Remember, safety first. Now add some power, but not too much. Too much power too soon can damage both the locomotive and the cars. Always start off nice and slowly. Increase the throttle lever by 1 notch.
And it won't let me do any more than 1 notch. There's 15.
You're moving. Great work. To maintain a constant speed, move the throttle back to its idle position.
Yeah, let's just keep going, shall we? Nah.
While driving, you may wish to view the train from the outside. You can do this by switching to one of the many external cameras.
Does it want me to press?
Have a play with moving the camera around while the train is coasting along.
It's not coasting no more.
That concludes the basic engineer training on this locomotive. So let's bring it to a stop. Move the auto brake to initial reduction. As with applying power, too much brake pressure applied too quickly can be detrimental to the train and its cargo.
Go.
Well done. You're now all set to explore Train Sim World. To learn more about railroad operations, you can trigger tutorials as you explore, or they can be found in the main menu.
Yeah. E. We're done. Next tutorial. I don't just want to always stream FSX. I know I do a lot of it, but I don't want to do it all the time. I do want to vary some of the games. So that is why I decided to do this one today.
So you want to learn about yard switching? Let's take a look.
Oh, yard switching.
Before a train goes anywhere,
Isn't that where you go to
crews
someone
arrange
else's
all the
house
cars together.
and they go to
Meticulous
yours?
planning goes into making sure the right cars go to the right tracks to make up the right trains. This process is called switching.
No.
Climb aboard this locomotive and we'll get started.
Oh, Sorry about that. Sorry about sticking my big butt in your face. He's like, just sit down.
Set the locomotive up and pull towards the cars ahead. Take it easy, though. 5 miles an hour will do just fine. Gently bump into the cars up ahead. The couplers will engage automatically.
Here we go. Full speed ahead, Captain. I think that might damage something, unfortunately. Full service.
That's it. You got this. Now, haul them back beyond the switch in the track.
That is doing his thing. It does automatically hook everything up for you, so that's at least nice. Go back quite a ways. Actually, that's not quite a ways. It's not that bad. Some of these scenarios takes hours and hours to do.
Okay, the train is clear. Bring it to a stop. To put these cars with the others on the adjacent track, a switch in the track must be changed. Climb down from the locomotive and walk to the switch.
Look, I'm running on train tracks. Uh-oh. At least you should be wearing a high-vis vest. If you're not, you're an idiot. Hopefully you don't take after my dog. There we go.
Move the lever so the rails align to the other direction. Excellent. We're all set. Climb back aboard and push the cars down the track, connecting them with the others already there.
Yeah, Running Simulator 2017. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, sometimes nice to have that. Aim for 5 miles an hour or less, only when connecting. I'm still a long ways out. Not miles, but long enough ways. I don't have to worry about that.
You're doing great. Keep it up. Now, to uncouple the locomotive from the cars, climb down and walk to the first freight car.
There we go.
First off, apply the brake wheel on the freight car so they are secured in place. Pull the cut lever to disconnect the locomotive from the cars.
It's unlocked. Okay, apparently I must be stupid. Try this again. There.
And that's all there is to it. This process is repeated until all the cars required are assembled on the same track.
And over.
To finish,
And over.
climb back aboard the locomotive and move it up the track so it is ready to assemble more cars.
Yeah, it'll eventually stop, right? Yeah, it'll come to a stop. Go. There. And E. Alright, next tutorial. And it's been a while since I've done any of these, so some of them are interesting. I can't remember which one, but it has you switch tracks twice. And it gets you with the speed every single
Let's take a look at how
time.
to use the turntable. It'll come in useful around Cumberland Yard. There are two key components: the table, which must be locked in place to use, and the control cabin where the table is operated from. Take a seat inside the control cabin and we'll get started.
I would if it let me. There it goes.
On the left is a monitor to view the action outside. In the middle is the rotation control. And on the right is the table lock control. Let's activate the desk by turning the monitor on and unlocking the table. Now we want to rotate the table to point towards the nearby locomotive. Click and drag the rotation control to move the table in the direction you need. Let go of the rotation control as the desired
What if
track
you'd let
nears the
me?
left side of the monitor.
There we go. Of course, I had to go the wrong way.
Before we head over to the locomotive, be sure to lock the table again so that the turntable is safe to drive onto.
Run! Run, Forrest, run! Oh, wait. That's not Forrest. Damn it.
As you drive onto the turntable, take it very slowly so you don't overshoot. Going slowly also means that not much brake is required to stop.
There was no brake on. Oh, actually, maybe there was.
Once stopped, climb down from the locomotive and head back to the control cabin.
Wrong way. Too far. There. I wonder what would happen if you had it halfway on, halfway off. Guess I'll have to try that in free mode. I know what happens when you drive from here into here. You fail. You fail at life.
With the locomotive ready to be turned, activate the monitor and unlock the table.
Where do we want this?
Using the rotation control, turn the table and locomotive to the indicated track.
One too far. There we go.
Lock the turntable in place before you leave, then climb back aboard the locomotive and run it to the designated marker.
Here we go. Now regarding that new content. I did promise you guys this is not it. I don't know when I'll be able to bring it to you.
Excellent
It
work.
probably
That concludes this tutorial on
will be
using
some time though.
turntables.
I have to get approval for it from administrators, so, and that could possibly take some time. So I am in, but I'm not allowed to produce any episodes for you yet until such time as I am given permission. So I will probably make this next tutorial the last tutorial for this video. Is refueling. Ooh,
Refueling is an
difficult.
important part of keeping a locomotive running, so let's go over how we do it.
Don't pee in the tank.
A refueling stand consists of two components: the hose, which connects to the locomotive, and the pump activation control.
Now this
A
hose is
locomotive
just
is already
connected
stopped
to
in the right
the
place.
water main
Walk over and remove the fuel cap.
because you know the big oil has you fooled. You can just fill your vehicle with just plain old water.
Now, go and pick up the fuel hose. Take it over to the locomotive and attach the hose to the fuel tank. Return to the fuel stand and activate the refueling pump.
I think I've already done that.
The system will automatically switch off once the tank is full. You can see the state of refueling by observing the indicator on the side of the fuel tank.
Yeah.
Pick up the hose and put it back on the fuel stand. Then replace the fuel tank cap.
There it is. Done.
And
So-
that's all there is to it.
Yes, that is. So I want to thank everyone for watching this video. Unfortunately, I did not get anyone on stream. Well, I should say that. No comments on stream. So I will thank you all for watching. Make sure you click the like and subscribe button if you like my content. And leave a comment below. Yeah, I appreciate you for watching my video. And I will see you guys in the next one.